Elena always dreamed of a perfect wedding, a spring day, laughter, roses in the breeze, but when the day came, something felt wrong, like the dream had been borrowed from someone else. It was a small ceremony, tucked away in a forgotten chapel deep in the countryside. The air inside was stale, as if it hadn't been opened in years. The guests wore black, not out of grief, but custom. Their faces were blank, their smiles stiff and practiced. No one really clapped, no one really blinked. Graham stood at the altar, pale and quiet. Elena reached for his hand and flinched. It was ice cold. Then came the priest. His voice was cracked, almost dusty.
Do you, Elena Meyer, accept this bond willingly and without fear?
She hesitated just for a second.
Yes?
Do you, Graham Harker, accept this union for eternity through all realms, even beyond death?
Graham smiled with a stillness that didn't feel human.
I do.
The priest raised 2 rings, ancient-looking things, rusted, cold, and as soon as they slid onto their fingers, Elena felt it, a chill, threading up her arm like a whisper under the skin. Later that night, they arrived at the mansion. A gift, Graham said, from his late grandmother, a looming thing, half swallowed by ivy. Fog curled around it like a curtain of secrets. Later that night, they arrived at the mansion. A gift, Graham said, from his late grandmother, a looming thing, half swallowed by ivy. Fog curled around it like a curtain of secrets. Inside the house was too quiet, no echo, no wind, just stillness.
It feels like a museum.
It remembers things.
She laughed nervously. He didn't. In their bedroom, she tried to take off the ring. It wouldn't budge, not with soap, not with lotion, not even with desperate twisting.
Weird, it's like it's stuck.
Maybe it doesn't want to come off.
The first wife. That night, the clock struck 3.
Graham?
Elena woke to whispers.
Graham?
You said yes.
Graham?
But the bed beside her was empty, just a warm dent where he'd been. She walked into the hallway. The cold wrapped around her like wet silk. The house groaned softly, like it was breathing. And then she saw him, standing at the end of the corridor, staring at a portrait, a woman in a wedding dress, a woman who looked just like her.
Graham, what are you doing?
Do you like the painting? She was my first wife.
The lights flickered, the house exhaled. Elena took a step back, and then, only the sound of the grandfather clock. Tick, tick, tick. She said yes, but she didn't know what she was agreeing to.